All right, let's take a look at some salary cap space, career passer ratings. Tyreek Hill confirming his podcast snippet was absolutely clickbait. And then let's take a look at a player who left the Chiefs that could be an interesting prospect to bring back, and much freaking more. But first, how about those?
Let's go. Let's go. How about those? How about those trades?
Well, I bet y'all were not expecting to hear something like that, were ya? First off, whoever sent that in is an absolute legend. And second, if that scared you a little bit, top of the freaking morning till you wake up, smell the coffee, and let's go. Anyway, what's up, y'all? My name is Cole, aka the beautiful burgundy bearded wizard, and I do daily news about the Chiefs and the NFL overall, so I'm gonna need you to sub if you're new. Hit that like button if you think I should quit my job and move into Patrick Mahomes' garage, and let's get into this news right after you take a look at this man cave photo somebody sent me yesterday, which is absolutely incredible. Just look at it in all of its splendor. Okay, let's start off with some player news from their social media channels, aka social media channels. Lonnie Johnson Jr. is apparently an English teacher making fun of people who cannot spell.
The oven is what? Brocken?
Brocken. The oven is brocken. Gosh dang it, you unreliable waste of space, silly oven. Frank Clark says that this kid that attended his camp is going to be an absolute star. And I will say this, he already has the charisma on camera, like me, for it.
I'm learning that when I make the cut and I'm doing a slant, I always go straight down the middle. I can't make it look like a post. I can't go outside or round the route. Yeah.
Tight end Mark Vital started out with this interesting gym selfie, but ended up going golfing with Josh Gordon, so definitely moved up during the day. And from the looks of it, I don't think Vital golfs much at all, or maybe he's just starting, but it looks like Josh Gordon has really been trying to work on his golf game. And since we're on the subject of what I thought I would never talk this much about on a Chiefs channel when I first started it, and that is golf, Mahomes continued his fun in Hawaii for his second annual 15 and the Mahomes Aloha Golf Classic presented by Coors Light. Say that 50 times fast. And you can see the stunning views of Hawaii here, almost as stunning as the view of my beard. And then here is a photo of Travis Kelce seemingly missing the memo on his attire. But you know what really happened in this? Kelce dresses so fly on the regular that he couldn't bring himself to wear that color out in public, so he stuck with his best dressed outfit instead. Kelce also made a $100 bet on this golf match.
I got $100, says Pat cheats.
I got $100, says Pat cheats. So the question is, did he cheat? I don't know. And all these guys driving by have regular golf carts like they are peasants, but then King Patrick drives by in a custom Coors Light cart, so you love to see that. Anyway, it looked like it was a great time with Mahomes making magic shots. They went about their day, and it looks like Mahomes and this other guy may have tied for the win, and so they decided to do a game of rock, paper, scissors to seal the win. So I cannot officially confirm here, but I think Mahomes may have lost his own golf event due to a game of rock, paper, scissors. And I'm really disappointed in you for that one, Pat. Seriously. Okay, so this clip you're seeing right now is of a kid who went live during a football game and literally made a tackle while holding his phone.
Bro actually made the tackle and put the camera on him.
And I don't know why, but this clip is freaking hilarious to me. What a little cell phone holding savage. Anyway, let's move on from here to show y'all this little clip of Lamar Jackson throwing a football 50 yards on one knee. And I mean, at first I thought it was really cool. Like, wow, what an arm, 50 yards, one knee. But after checking the comment section of the video, I guess it's really not that cool. Like, edge rushers have been able to do that. So, okay, it's a little weird flex from Lamar, especially when you have this clip that I found of Lamar Jackson's biological father throwing a ball 65 yards while on two knees. So yes, in short, Mahomes is better than that silly little running back, and no, it's not even close. And you know what else isn't even close, aside from how much better Patrick Mahomes is at golf than Josh Allen? Well, that would be Mahomes' career passer rating when compared to Josh Allen's. Let's take a look at the list real quick for a second for some proof In case you don't believe me, here's the top 10 QBs with the best career passer ratings with a minimum of 1,500 career pass attempts. And you have some real legends on this list here, like Kirk Cousins. Sorry, couldn't maintain composure on that one. Well, where the heck is Josh Allen? Some of you might be asking. He's not on this list. Well, no, sorry to disappoint the 2 Bills fans that watch this channel, but Josh Allen's career passer rating is a 91. And for context on how bad that really is, Derek Carr's career passer rating is a 92.4. All right, I'm trolling a little bit here because honestly, both of those are pretty good. If we're going to be honest, Josh Allen is 22nd overall out of all QBs in career passer ratings, and obviously only getting better, just not better at golf, that is for sure. And Derek Carr, as much crap as I give that little mascara wearing weirdo, he's ranked 17th overall and is honestly a decent QB who just happened to be drafted by one of the worst organizations in the entire NFL. But I digress, because we all know that the Raiders are bottom of the barrel rodents who are lucky to even be in the league. Nothing new there. So while the Raiders may lack in almost every single area in life, when it comes to winning when it matters, one thing they do not lack is salary cap space. That's right, the Raiders got the largest windfall in the NFL in terms of available money to spend under the 2022 salary cap after a couple of post-June 1st cut designations for Corey Biggerton, see what I did there, and Carl Nassib. Those 2 moves freed up $19.75 million in cap space, which now gives the Raiders the 3rd highest cap space room in the entire league, only behind the Panthers, $25 million, and the Browns, $41 million. And if we look at the rest of the AFC West for comparison, the Raiders again have $22.6 million, then the Chiefs have 14.5, followed by the Chargers at 14.2, and the Broncos at 12.5. Well, Cole, who cares about this? Move on to your next segment, please, because I'm getting bored and not happy with what you're talking about right now. Well, it matters, because that freed up a lot of room for them to either sign more free agents, have financial leverage for another trade, or for extending current players that are playing well on the roster and they want to keep around longer. Basically, they can continue to get better, which is promising because they're going to need all the help they can get, considering they are still going to be the 4th best team in the AFC West, no matter what they do from here until the start of the season, you little losers. And then, I know some of you have basically been crying every single day in the comment section because I mentioned former Chiefs players like Tyron and Tyreek. Well, you may need to get your freaking tissues out, because Tyreek Hill confirmed yesterday at his youth football camp in Olathe, Kansas, that the podcast snippet was indeed what we all thought it was, and that was absolute clickbait, simply to build hype and get views.
And I'm getting the exact reaction that I wanted from people. You know, I'm getting followers. You know, I'm getting people panties in the wad. So I feel pretty good about that.
So yeah, he said the podcast is moving in the right direction. He's got people upset, their panties in a wad, and is getting views and traction for his cute little podcast. From there, he was asked directly, do you think the Chiefs actually suppressed your stats?
But I will say this, they did not suppress my stats. You know, I got nothing but respect from top to bottom. That's from Andy Reid, from Patrick Mahomes, Kelsey, all them boys. I love my teammates no matter what, you know, and I'm gonna stand on that.
So yeah, we can basically kill the idea that there was any real rift between him and KC, or any other weird conspiracy theory floating out and about due to people's obsession with conspiracy theories mainly, but also because Tyreek and his team did a poor job of cutting that together, making it give the appearance that the Chiefs treated Tyreek poorly near the end, when in reality, Tyreek simply wanted an enormous bag of gold coins to secure his family's future for generations to come, and he got his wish. End of story. So we can now put it to rest and move on with our lives. Praise the heavens. All right, let's switch gears here for a moment, because what if I told you that a player who the Chiefs released, and never would have released if the situation wasn't captured on video, by the way, but what if I told you that that player who dramatically made a difference on our offense was potentially about to get released by their current team, and that player is Kareem Hunt. Hunt was pretty banged up last season, let's be honest, and only played in 8 games, and the Browns very recently agreed to terms on a 1-year deal worth up to $2.4 million with running back D'Ernest Johnson. Basically, their running back roster looks pretty freaking stacked as Mahomes' biceps look recently. And Brett Coleman, who runs a YouTube channel with over 300,000 subscribers, has this to say about Kareem Hunt after the deal with Dearness Johnson got done. There's no way the Browns fit Chubb, Hunt, Johnson, Ford, and Felton all on the roster. I'm starting to think that the speculation that Hunt will be moved is inevitable now. And regardless here, Hunt's current contract will make him a free agent after this season, after the 2022 season. So if he survives the roster cuts this season, which you would think he would, but you never really freaking know these days because we never knew basically anything that happened this offseason was going to happen. It's insane out here. Anyway, he will more than likely be gone from the Browns the year after the next, but he's been lightly rumored, like a light, little pinch of salt on your food, that he could be packaged up with Baker Mayfield in a trade to make the idea of having an average QB like Baker Mayfield as a team's starter less difficult to bear when paired with the running back that, when healthy, is a great addition to the team. But my question to you all is this: if for whatever reason Kareem Hunt does not make it on the roster at the end of the day with the Browns this season, is this someone that is worth bringing back to Kansas City? Or would you say, Cole, you're an idiot. We have CEH, Rojo, Gore, and we just drafted Isaiah Pacheco. We do not need someone like Kareem Hunt on the roster. And to that I say this: is CEH the long-term answer for the Chiefs? Is Rojo not on a one-year deal? Will Pacheco check out? You like that? Here in the NFL long term? These are just questions that my brain has that sometimes I'd like to freaking answer to. So yeah, maybe Kareem Hunt is not that answer, but it's still interesting to wrap my tiny little brain around it. And again, if he's not cut this year, he's a free agent next year. So it's interesting to think about because I just honestly miss the days when the Chiefs would run the football and people were scared of our running game. I miss them a lot, if I'm going to be honest. From here though, let's take a look at some of my favorite comments from yesterday because the verdict is in. And I'll definitely keep responding to your pretty little comments at the end of most of my videos because based on the comments I got yesterday, most of you like that, and I will agree that it is unique and not a lot of other channels do this to interact with those who watch their videos. And for those of you who do not like it, for example, like Kevin Letterer says that when I focus on comments, it makes him feels like he's on the Nextdoor app. I don't even know, first off, what the Nextdoor app is, but for those of you like Kevin who do not like it, you can leave because it's at the end of the video and all the main news is done by then. Some of you only want me to focus on positive comments, but lots of you beautiful people like the trolling from time to time, so this segment is staying. It just may not be every day if I do not have the time. Throwback Harris sent over a $2 peace sign super chat saying, "I'm forever grateful to watch your channel. It has become my #1 channel to watch alongside RGR. You are by far the funniest dude ever. Keep up the great work." Well, thanks so much, man. I will say this, RGR is a real deal. If you want very in-depth knowledge about the Chiefs, go sub to their channel right now. Ryan and his team are some of the best in the business at what they do. I just talked to Ryan on the phone the other day about some ideas, so I'm going to keep that on the low, but he is a really good dude. So unsubscribe to Chat Sports and subscribe to RGR. Mud Nugget says, "Cole, you are a beautiful burgundy bearded wizard. The comment response segments are amazing, and in my opinion, they just show how much you love interacting with the Red Kingdom. Well, let's go." Rips World says this: "If you change anything, I'm gone." From a real KC, Missouri resident. Keep it like it is, Cole. All right, well, Rip has talked me into it. I will not ever change, okay? Casey's Castle says, "I like the questions being answered daily because once your channel blows up, which it will, you won't be able to do it as often, so keep them coming." Well, I'm here for it if my channel blows up. It's a dream of mine, maybe a pipe dream, to be able to quit my job and do this full time, but it is a dream nonetheless. American 1020 sent over a bomb of a, no big deal, $50 super thanks the other day, saying he liked my comment about the offensive line in the Super Bowl against the Bucs appearing as if they were simply volunteers from the Walmart parking lot. He's thankful for the amount of value I provide in my content and said to buy my family some Kansas City barbecue for lunch. So that's exactly what I freaking did.
Thank you. Thank you for the barbecue.
Say, how about those Chiefs?
How about those Chiefs?
It was for dinner though. My wife loves Jackstack and we have one very close to our house, so we feasted on burnt ends and enjoyed some of their sides as well. So freaking good, and thanks again, man, for our dinner last night. Dada Kukli says, Mr. DeRoos, you should be at OTAs. You and Tom Grassi were drafted by the Packers and Chiefs. Go claim wide receiver 1. Well, bro, first off, I would literally get murdered out on the field. I would, however, like to go and be one of their sideline reporters because I would have zero chill and ask whatever burning questions is on my mind regardless of outcome, even if that means I'm in the hospital because Darian Kennard threw me into the stands. Dale Hammers says that rainbow exercise that Karlaftis was doing is to help knock offensive linemen hands out of the way. So hey, I dig it. Let's go. Justin The Way sent over a $10 super thanks saying he laughs throughout my vids and that I make his day. Well, dude, I'm glad I can make you laugh for one, and two, I'm glad that I make your day. You are a legend. Muhammad says, no man, you do you. I can safely say that the majority here are liking your last segment. It's different and cool. You don't see many content providers interact with the audience the way you do, and in my opinion, that's what makes you unique to me, plus the good daily Chiefs news. Thanks, Cole. Well, you are welcome, my man, so let's freaking go. Jared58 also sent over a super thanks of $5 and said, I bet Tyreek is not going to Miami this offseason. Sorry, I had to. Yeah, I mean, Tyreek does not play golf. I mean, he's literally too short to hold a regular size golf club. Sorry, I'm funny. I laughed at my own joke. But I will say this, they're not on bad terms or anything, so he would go and hang out with them, but I feel like he's often doing his own thing. He's got his own thing going on. And then I saw a handful of comments from you guys talking about Frank Clark looking thin in a recent video, and I have to say, I agree with y'all. He is looking thin. Someone actually said he looks like a legitimate crackhead, which is actually really freaking messed up, but my humor is very dark, so when I read that comment, I did laugh, but I may think this. He's not doing well. Maybe his health is still struggling. I'm honestly not sure, but I do agree he's looking thin. Michael Hill says, Cole, if the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year, would you shave your beard? And to that I say, are you out of your freaking mind? Don't ever ask a question like that again, or I will find you and make you wear a Derek Carr jersey to school, work, and out in public for a full 48 hours. Do you understand what I'm saying? Make sure to leave a comment to potentially be featured in an upcoming video, sub for more daily news like this, and then check out this video here from RGR that they posted last night, where Ryan says a lot of good, smart things about the Chiefs that sometimes were even over my head, but he gave me a shout out in that video. So get on there, say, how about those Chiefs? And until next time, let's go. How about those Chiefs?